give you an idea of setting up a program for 2- and 3-year-olds, please look at the Kirkwood program, Prefoundational Skills. The program begins with an instruction and introduction to Mr. Pencil. Mr. Pencil is a cartoon character that was developed in 1975 and has been embedded in the program ever since, and it gives a dimension and a richness of personality to the program. The first 3 lessons will provide guidelines or a model for setting up your own program, and they're designed to show you the objectives of stimulating speech development, of helping that young child to be able to name objects in the environment, and stimulating small hand-eye motor coordination skills. These exercises will give you an idea of how you want to set up your own program. Now, you can always use the Kirkwood program, which has been in development for 40 years and has had a tremendous foundation of success. But whatever you choose to do, just make sure that you first of all build a nurturing and loving learning environment. Learning Words Book 1 is a representative sample of all 5 books in the series. This is a sample lesson which is designed to teach children to be able to name common objects in the environment. There are a total of 20 of these learning exercises in each of the Learning Words books.
Hello, I'm Dr. Kirkwood. I want you to think about something.
The design of the exercises are virtually the same, with the exception that this first exercise is longer because it's introductory. Virtually every lesson begins with some type of brief value development statement lasting usually less than 1 minute.
Of speaking, of talking, and that what you learn is words. You talk using words, and the more words you know, the more you can communicate, the more you can speak.
Now, please look at square number 1. You see the picture of the ball. See the picture of the ball and say ball. B-all. Say it with your mouth. Ball. Now, the more you look at the ball and then say it with your mouth, try to say it with your mouth, you'll hear it with your ears, and that stores it in your brain so that you'll be able to say the word when you want to say ball. Once more, please say ball. Look at it and say it. Please notice that the written word is printed just below the picture. Every word that you can say with your mouth also has a written word that you'll be able to learn to read. Now, with your finger, point to the ball on the page in your workbook. And just to help you, I'm having Mr. Pencil jump up and down on the ball on the screen, but I want you to point to the ball, touch the ball in your page in your workbook. This will just help you to remember. Now look at square number 2. You see the picture of the cat? Say cat. Say cat. Try to say it, because the more you try, the easier it will become. You are learning to talk. Once more, say cat. Now with your finger, point to the cat on the page in your workbook. Don't touch the screen of your computer. Touch the cat on the page in your workbook. Now look at square number 3. You know what this is a picture of? It's a dog. Say dog. With your mouth, say dog. Og. The important thing, listen carefully, is to try. Okay? Try to say the word. And if you can and it's easy, that's wonderful. Dog. Say dog. Now with your finger, touch the dog on the page in your workbook. Now look at square number 4. This is a picture of a bed. Many different sizes and kinds of beds. This is a picture of a bed. Please say bed. B-ed. Try to say it. Bed. Now with your finger, please touch the bed on the page in your workbook. Now I want you to please notice the stop sign at the bottom of the page. The stop sign means for you to stop and to raise your hand, and your teacher or parent will come over and ask you to point to each one of the pictures as they say the name. As they say the name for that object, your job is to point to the picture. And if you do, you get them all correct, you get a work unit of credit. They'll put a smiley down in the bottom in the cartoon character, and that represents your hard work, your growth, and your accomplishment. Then they'll ask you to name each one of the pictures as they point to it. And if you do, then you get another work unit of credit. I am proud of you. You're working hard. You're learning to speak. Be proud of yourself and be proud of your growth. This is the next exercise in the learning set, and it's really designed to stimulate pencil skills for a child to be able to hold a pencil and under his own volition to draw a line, for example, between the two balls or beds or dogs or cats.
Greetings, I'm Dr. Kirkwood. I want you to think about something for just a second. You have the power within you to choose to do good or to work hard, to listen very carefully when I say the word and to say it, or you could choose not to, of just sit there and not learn. You have the power within you to make that choice.
Now please listen very carefully, and I'll teach you the kind of exercise that you're going to have in matching objects. Your job is going to be to draw a straight line from one picture to the next. So look at the two balls. You draw a straight line from one ball to the second ball. Okay, and part of what you're learning to do is to hold a pencil and draw a straight line. You see Mr. Pencil drawing that line? That's what you'll do. With your pencil, you'll draw a straight line from one ball to the next. It takes practice. Learning to hold a pencil and draw a straight line is a skill that the more you work at it, the better you're going to get. And then when you're done with that, you're going to draw a straight line from one dog to the next. And we always kind of do it from this side to this side, or from left to right. And then when you're done, you're going to draw a straight line from one bed to the next, working as hard as you can, trying as much as you can to hold your pencil properly and draw that straight line. It takes practice, but the more you work at it, the better you'll get. And then when you're done, you'll draw a straight line from one cat to the next. You see Mr. Pencil doing it. Okay. Now when you're done, you'll automatically go to the next page. You see the little go sign at the bottom of the page? That means that you can go to the next page. The final exercise in each learning set is a puzzle or a block design, and it's just designed to help that child grow in small hand-eye motor coordination skills, and it provides a balance between a computer lesson, a paper and pencil lesson, and a manipulative.
Hello, I'm Dr. Kirkwood. You know, everything in this world has been given a name. People, men and women, have named things. Over the years, everything has gotten a name. And what you're learning right now is the names of everything. Okay? One step at a time, one word at a time. But as you do that, the more words you know, the more you can talk, the more you can communicate. An incredibly important skill that you are learning. I want you to be proud of yourself and your ability to work hard and to learn.
I want to show you some fun exercises. These you get to choose any one of the puzzle or block designs on the page. And what you do is you decide which one you want to do. You go over and find it on the shelf if it's a puzzle or if it's a tub of blocks. And then your job is going to be, if it's a puzzle, to take the puzzle apart piece by piece until all the pieces are out of the puzzle, and then put them back together. And this just helps you to develop the skill of being able to take the puzzle apart and putting it back together again. And it's fun. Or if you choose to do a block, to build a block design, you take the blocks and put them together so it looks like the same picture as what's on the page. And this will help you also learn to see objects and be able to recreate them. These are designed to be fun and enjoyable for you, something that you can do with your hands. Now please look at the stop sign. When you see the stop sign on the bottom of the page, it means that the exercise is over and for you to raise your hand for your parent or teacher. I'm proud of you. Be proud of yourself and your growth and your accomplishment. The remainder of the book is going to be made up of 20 learning sets, consisting of naming the objects, drawing the lines between the objects, and a manipulative. So it's designed to be balanced and sequential. One of the good things about the design of the program is that the young child learns what each exercise is designed to accomplish. And through the sequence of the learning sets, he can master the system, he grows in confidence, and he grows in competency. Integrated in each Learning Words book are 4 to 5 self-esteem exercises. These exercises are designed to take experiences, positive affective experiences that a child has had in the classroom and with the teacher, and bring those experiences back into consciousness, be able to interpret those experiences, provide value development, and these become the building blocks of self-esteem and the foundation of motivation. Rebecca is now able to point to the picture as it's named in the exercise. At first, Rebecca just kind of sat there. She felt awkward. She kind of knew what she was supposed to do, but she just didn't take the initiative. She didn't really try. Now she's trying, and she's feeling a lot better about herself. And as she's doing it, she's able to say some of the words, and she feels good about that. And one of the things that she's experiencing is her own success. She feels good inside now as she's able to try to do each one of the learning exercises. I want you to draw a smile on the child in the frame that's designed to represent yourself, because you have learned to try, not just to sit there, but to try to do the lesson, to work hard, to put forth the effort in terms of pointing to each picture as you're asked, and to be able to say the word. And as you do, you grow in your ability to learn. Remember, you are very, very smart. God has made you unique and special, and I want you to celebrate the skills that you're learning and the effort that you're putting forth. It should be noted that once the child has developed the speech skills where he can name each one of the objects, and that he's developed small hand-eye motor coordination skills where under his own volition he can take and draw a straight line, he can go ahead and be moved to the next higher level, foundational skills. Now that decision would be one with the teacher, perhaps the administrator, but also involving the child. Because as you involve the child in that discussion and decision, it helps to empower the child, and it helps him to take authorship of his own life. In the back of each Learning Words book, there's 2 pages that the teacher or parent can use to help the child grow in his pencil skills. And you may have to model, hold your hand over the child's hand to make those straight lines, whatever you have to do to stimulate that development. Now these pages help you, so when you go to check a child in Time with My Teacher, these pages are on the back of the book, so you don't have to pull out sheets of paper and make kind of dotted lines. They're already there for you just to make it easier.